Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Insider Financial Talks Penny Stocks. My name is Alex Carlson. I will be your host today. I am the editor-in-chief of InsiderFinancial.com, and today we're going to be recapping the week in the OTC markets for March 22nd to the 26th, and we're going to be discussing my outlook for the coming week of March 29th to April 1st. And keep in mind that on Friday, April 2nd, it is a holiday for Good Friday, so we have a short trading week coming up. But before we get into that, we have a few housekeeping issues to go over. We have no business relationship with any company whose stock is mentioned in this video. Insider Financial and myself are not investment advisors, and this video does not provide investment advice. Always do your own research, make your own investment decisions, or consult with your nearest financial advisor. This video is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold securities. This video is our opinion and meant for informational and educational purposes only and does not provide investment advice. For more information, please read our full disclaimer at insiderfinancial.com/disclaimer. And with that out of the way, remember to smash the thumbs up button if you like this video, hit the red subscribe button and a little notification bell to be notified when we go live with a new video. Also, go over to signup.insiderfinancial.com. This is where subscribers get first look at stocks we're going to be covering. Stocks like MMMEDF at 63 cents, ENZC at 0.014, ALPP at 7.5 cents, and TSNPD, now it is humble at just under 3 cents. After you sign up with your email, you can then sign up with your mobile number. For US and Canada, you enter 1 plus the area code and number, UK 44 plus your number, Switzerland 41 plus your number. Never start with 00 before the country code. So it's always the country code plus the number. So never use zeros at the beginning. And sometimes we do, this is important because sometimes we do text-only alerts, so you want to make sure you are signed up for our SMS alerts as well. So with that out of the way, let's dive in here, folks. Couple of things to go over first. Not happy with this week. I really, it just seemed like one of those weeks where, whatever could go wrong did go wrong. On Wednesday, we did a text-only alert. We released at the bell. International subscribers got the alert. US and Canada, some didn't get it at all. Some got it an hour late. So this was totally out of our hands. It was the SMS provider. Their server was down, so that created the problem. And then Friday we had an alert, and we decided to really, a lot of people were like, oh, release, a few minutes early. So we released it 6 minutes early. It was under 10 cents. The market makers opened it immediately at 10 cents on $500,000 in volume, which was it's a fresh ticker. Once all that buying came in, the minute they filled everyone that had orders in right away at the open, they then started to hit the bid, go short. Some people got nervous and sold, and it drops down to under 6 cents. And then a short covering rally starts, and it runs to 11 cents. So it was not what we are used to. The market makers are being very aggressive right now. I put out a tweet yesterday. I said, seeing some nice bounce play setups in the OTC, but the biggest problem is still the market makers. Congress needs to investigate the market makers who steal from retail traders every day. Paying for order flow needs to end, and I tagged Elizabeth Warren, Representative Maxine Waters, AOC, Ted Cruz, Bernie Sanders. What Jane and the other market makers are doing is criminal. They're putting a lot of pressure on penny stocks, And people right now, most investors, they're trading scared. No one wants to lose money. Everyone's losing money in their portfolio. If you are holding, OTC stocks, the majority are down this week. We like the price action the way it ended last week. There was some positives. We did get some bounce plays this week, and we're going to go through the charts here in a minute and go over a few names and give you my thoughts and everything. But this week there was no follow through. And right now, I talked about earlier this week the NFT stocks, and there was incredible moves in some of these NFT stocks. So if you got in early, CWRK ran from $1 to $3.50, pulled all the way back to $2. HOFV just above 2, ran to 8, pulled back down to 4. JFIN 5 to 15, back down to 8. OCG under 5 to 17, under 10. TCAT, huge runner, from just about $5, ran to 70, closed at 40. We're just not getting the follow through. It's definitely like you get the pump and then there's like a dump the next day. And this is very, very frustrating, because what we're looking for and the goal of a real OTC investor is you're looking for the multi-day runners. That's what I'm looking for. I don't day trade. I don't like the intraday moves. To me, it's all bullshit between what the market makers are doing and the Tim Sykes crew that are in there scalping and day trading. That's just not for me. But there's just a lot of shit going on. I mean, this guy Michael Good, he goes and tweets this out like he's fucking proud of it. He's a fucking scumbag. I'm not one to brag about profits, but I could not tweet my profits from shorting OTC stocks for 2021 through yesterday. And it says, he's made $169,000. Well, it's stuff like this. He's making this on the back of, people that are doing well, or that are, investors, holding, penny stocks. And you got guys like this that are, shorting and I don't know if he's doing naked shorting. And shorting OTCs are not easy. You got to have capital. You got to have borrowing abilities. And, do you really want to be shorting a 10-cent stock with the hopes of it going to 5 cents? Not, a wise move. This is why we don't like the reverse splits when they, take the stock from, 10 to 1, 10 cents to 1. It just gives the shorts more incentive to short, which, it happens, but not in every case. I mean, case in point where it didn't happen was Humble. And, in this case, the reverse split was the right move. It removed a lot of the volatility. It worked out. I know a lot of people like to do trading rules and everything. Look, they're guides, things that you should follow and knowledge, but, sometimes you throw your hands up in the air and just say, well, it should have done this. It was all set up. It was perfect, and it didn't do it. Welcome to the world of investing and penny stocks. Sometimes shit happens and you just throw your hands up in the air and just say, fuck me, what the hell happened? So it was just overall not happy this week, and we're gonna have that, and brush it off, and we move on. I'll be doing a lot of homework this week. I'm looking for another play, for Monday at the bell. I'm not going to discuss Friday's alert or Wednesday's ticker in this video for a couple of reasons. Number one, They are slightly down from where the VWAPs were on those days for our subscribers got in. So our subscribers are down a little bit in both picks. So I'm not going to give, freebies on two stocks that do have catalysts coming up. And we've done our homework, and we still stand behind our research. So I'm not going to give that freebie. I will cover it at a later date after we get the big move. But when that happens, no one knows. I mean, we look for catalysts. We look for things that are set up. Some moves happen quicker than others. Case in point, give you an example, ALPP was one that we profiled last February. You go all the way over, it was back in February, it was at 7.5 cents. I mean, so for ALPP, it did nothing all year. And we were early, and some of we were too early, and it's frustrating, we know. But finally in November, the rally started happening, and what a rally it was. So this is a case in point where the rally took longer than we anticipated. So we're here to call it like it is. We're going to acknowledge our mistakes, our errors, our losses. Not everyone's got, not every stock alert or investment is going to be a winner. And in this video, if you've been following me and you know how I look at things, I keep preaching, you have to approach this like a venture capitalist. Invest across a basket of penny stocks, 10 to 20. If you have $10,000, you want, you're starting with $250 into each, initial play. And, you want to spread your risk. Some you won't make money on, some you'll break even on, but you get a humble that just skyrockets, an ALPP, a few others, and it more than makes up for any of your losers. So it just as I say, don't go too heavy. If you got 10 grand, don't throw 5 grand into just 2 picks. Diversify. Spread out your risk. You will be able to withstand difficult times in these markets. So that's just the way it is. So with that out of the way, let's dive in here. So a couple of things that's on my watch. Let's do a quick reload the site here. And let me do the 1 year. So this is BANT. This was one we've covered here. It ran all the way to 10 cents, caught the move there, and it's retraced all the way back from 10 to 10 cents. So, charting and understanding how charts work is very, very important. So, here was the base, 10 cents. Broke out, ran at 1 cent, ran all the way to 10 cents, and look, it retraced right here. It's got this perfect bottom, and yesterday was the bounce that we were looking for. BRLL. We're hearing a lot of things about this company, that they're making some smart moves. Nice move yesterday, up 56%. Basically, it found support here and made another move. So this one ran to over 80 cents from down in the double zeros back in January, and now it's made another move on Friday. CBBT still has the stop sign, but we're still waiting on the merger with PKG. This one looks like it's if we get some news on the merger with PKG, we definitely could see a spike higher in this one. CLWD, trying to find support here. This was a former runner, ran all the way to 18 cents, formed the double top here. So guys, when you see these resistance levels, you gotta book profits. You can't hold all the way down here, but you know, this is it's building some support, and you know, you can nibble here. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so you know, listen to your gut or talk to your own financial advisor. But you know, this is one of the ways to trade this. So it's basically at 4 cents. If it breaks here, let's say you go in here at 4 cents and it breaks this at 3.5 cents support level. I wouldn't add to my position until it got 2 cents. So you bought it at 4 cents, added at 2, you got an average of 3. You know, don't be averaging in too close to the same price. You know, it doesn't make sense. You're basically just gonna, you know, you're trading nervous. You know, a smart trader actually, if they do their homework and they really like the stock, okay, you want to load up cheap shares. You want the stock to go lower because, you know, once it starts moving, you know, you have more shares and you'll make more money. And guys, you know, I just want to say, you know, for you newbies, we're seeing a repeat of last year. Last year, the OTC market was not, it sucked the first half of the year. It was very difficult to make money in OTC, and we were mostly catching the moves in the NASDAQ pennies. And, you know, the COVID runners were all their SRNE, IBIO, INO, we caught Moderna, there was Novavax. There was a lot of runners in the NASDAQ related to anything COVID. Right now, you know, we're seeing another repeat of the OTC weakness. This is seasonal. It seems that this is what's happening, and we're just hoping that OTC gets hot again sooner rather than later. Last year, it didn't get hot till around August. So, you know, I don't know about you, but I don't want to wait for another 3-4 months before we get, you know, the huge runners. And when I'm talking about, you know, getting hot is across the board. You know, you'd go to a bar chart and, you know, I'd be looking at stocks, you know, on my screens and what's running. I mean, 5-day, you know, percent gains. There were so many, you know, 1,000% gainers, you know, 10 baggers. You know, every day there was a new runner, you know, triple digits. You know, it was like we got spoiled. You know, prior to last year, you know, if we got a few triple-digit runners a month, we were thrilled. You know, we were getting them like every other day at one point. So, you know, it was just an incredible time, you know, to be an investor. And, you know, as I've told people in these videos, it never lasts. There's always you know, a bear market, you know, that can pop up. And, you know, we are in a bear market right now, you know, in penny stocks. Yes, the NASDAQ, I mean, the Dow's still making highs, but, you know, when there's risk off, the first thing that gets hit is penny stocks. Because people will pull their money out of penny stocks, and you know, they'll go and buy blue chips. They'll go buy AT&T, where you can get you know, just under a 7% yield. They'll go buy ExxonMobil, you know, at $56. It's got a, you know, another 7% yield. So, you know, you're getting you know, moves into safety and out of you know, riskier names. So. It's just it's a fact of trading. It's a fact of investing, and you know, the best thing you can do is acknowledge it and invest accordingly. Investing accordingly is, you know, having cash, nibbling at positions. Don't going in full bore. You know, if you normally, you know, your initial buy is $1,000, go in with 500. Go in with 250. Don't be, you know, play small. You know, and it's because if the stock goes down, you're not freaking out. You know, your normal buy is 1,000. You know, you're starting out with 250, 500. You can let it go down, and then you can add to it. Double up, and then you got a good average, and when it pops, you can take some money off the table. Because again, as I've said in these videos, book profits. I've been telling people, when the times are good, take money off the table, please. So if you guys didn't do that, I'm not gonna do the told you so. What the fuck? That doesn't do you any good. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad if they missed the sell or whatever. Take from it and learn. It's all about a learning experience. If you're young, you got a 40, 50 year, investing career ahead of you. So, don't get discouraged. It's only a temporary setback. Stimulus money's hitting bank accounts, and there's always opportunities. So, don't get discouraged. Moving on, CWSFF, Cielo Waste Solutions. This is found support here at 60 cents. Made a nice move the past 2 days. Like that one. DSGT. This is a penny stock EV player. Down with Tesla's weak, Fisker's weak, IDEX. Churchill Capital, CCIV, the Lucid Motors, NEO's weak. When those big cap, large cap EV players are weak, a penny stock like DSGT is going to get hit even harder. But looks like it's trying to find support here, and it's a cheap penny stock if you want to play the EV space. ENZC needs to come out with news. This is just weak. My colleague Chris Sandberg, he's doing a deep dive on ENZC. So we'll be coming with an article this week on ENZC. So make sure you're subscribed. We'll send that out when that hits. GTII, this has been a great runner last week, broke through the 1.5 up to 3, so that's a double. So again, opportunities, they're out there. Humble, I talked about this one last week, dipped down to 249. It sort of was the capitulation. You had flushed out the sellers, closed green on the day, and then it just walked its way up to $4. So this was an outside day, which means that it was, so on this day, the high was 290, the low was 275. The next day was an outside day. So in other words, the low was lower than the previous day, the high was higher than the previous day as well. So this is a bullish sign. So this is one of the things that we look for. So simple charting, doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. Humble still has an RSI of 50, so we still think this one has room to run. HQGE down, found support at 0.005. It doubled off that level, so closed up 46%. Again, always opportunities, guys. This is why you got to have a lot of stocks on your watch list. IDEX, this is another EV player. It also has a fintech division. We've covered this one extensively. It's a great trader. It's been buy the dips, sell the rips. Buy and hold on IDEX. It's been frustrating. It just basically, I know a lot of guys are looking for the big move in IDEX. We think it's going to eventually happen, but it's been a frustrating hold. It's a fact. Don't get mad at us. We just call it like we see it, and it is. IQST, talked about this one yesterday. Definitely check out what I said. This one is very interesting, doing big revenues, on track for $60 million in revenues this year, looking to uplist to NASDAQ. We started covering this one at 7.5 cents a share, and the market cap's just $100 million. So we really like this one. NSAV, this is another one that we talked about yesterday as a potential bottom play, hit the penny mark and had a nice bounce, doubled off that. So yesterday consolidating. Let's see what next week brings in NSAV. RLFTF, this is another COVID treatment play. My colleague Chris Sandberg is going to be covering this one as well this week. So there's a lot happening, and I know a lot of people are frustrated why some of these COVID treatment plays are lagging the market. Right now, there's no standout sector. I mean, the NFTs were hot the beginning of the week, but it sort of was like a pump and dump on them. It was no follow through. Cannabis is weak right now. Bitcoin, it bounced off the 51,000. It's at, I think, 54 right now. If it gets back up above 60 and makes a run to new highs, the Bitcoin plays will get hot again. So we'll be covering that, if that's the case. EV, lithium, weak. There's just not a lot of, solar plays are weak. So, there's no standout sector right now. So it's sort of like on an individual case-by-case basis. SFOR, this is one that we covered in the past, caught 2 runs on this one. This one looks to be basing. This has runner in its blood. So, again, besides looking for, new plays that, stocks that have yet to run that we look for here at Insider Financial, it's also looking at former runners that, retrace and try to find support and play the bounce. So those are the 2 ways to play, pennies right now. If you didn't sell already, if you didn't book profits, you're selling down here, these are weak hands. You're basically just giving the market makers free shares, and you're just going to kick yourself down the road. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just how I see the market. So it's my opinion, and my opinion's worth 2 cents. So take it for what it's worth. Just trying to help you guys. SIML looks like in the double zeros, was up 86%. You get some of these double zero plays that run to a penny, make big money. So this is one definitely on the radar. SIRC, double bottom here, building support here. Looks like it's going to make another run for $1. WDLF, this is one we've had a little bit of a controversial opinion on. We said it was overvalued. We sort of caused this drop here. It based here, and then it made a run, and we like what the CO Ken Tap has done. The stock has got a wedge right here. And it looks like it's getting ready to break out. So, this one, it's at, 2 cents, was as high as 4 cents. It's only down 50% off the highs. And in this market, that's holding up well. So, I like the price action in WDLF, strong shareholder base. So this one certainly is looking interesting. So, be talking about this one more. So guys, I think that's about it. Remember to go over to signup.insiderfinancial.com. Not happy about this week, but this week, I'm not happy about this week, but this coming week, it's a 4-day trading week. I'm looking to triumph, looking to redeem and put some money in subscribers' pockets. So hopefully things go well. Hopefully we get the jump on the market makers, and hopefully we get if they come in, we can squeeze them. So that's what we're looking for, and all we can do is take it one day at a time. Take the good with the bad, but you just keep fighting and moving forward. So been doing this a long time, seen ups and downs, and markets go up, markets go down, but you keep fighting. And if you use proper money management, these bear markets, these short-term pains, they don't bother you as much, because in the good times you took money off the table, you have cash on the side, you're not too worried, you're able to nibble at dip buys, you're able to play new plays. Look, 2 weeks ago, this week was a tough week, but the previous week we had a tremendous week. Caught one for 540% move. We squeezed the short, so it was a big week. Before that, we had a Nasdaq runner. We caught one of the Nasdaq plays. It was an NFT play before the NFTs got hot. Ran from $1.80 to $7. So you take the good with the bad. And like I said, it's about owning more of the good and owning less of the bad. So if you as long as you don't go in too heavy on a bad pick, you'll be fine. So and you get a stock that starts running, by all means you can add to it, and when you're adding, that's fueling short squeeze. So that's what happened with Reddit. You basically with the Wall Street bets and GameStop, it fueled the short squeeze. People had a position, they got in before the move, and then once it started moving, they all started adding to it. And that sort of just became this snowball effect that squeezed, and the smart money took money off the table. So again, the diamond hands, paper hands, don't get into that BS. It's all about P&L. So at the end of the day, did you make money or did you lose money? And that's not registered until you sell. So just keep that in mind. So if you're seeing on a daily basis red, if you didn't sell, it doesn't, you're not down. So these markets can turn on a dime, and when that happens, it could be next week, it could be the following week, it could be next month, it could be 3 months from now, 6 months from now. We don't know. I'm not, I don't have a crystal ball. If I did, we wouldn't be putting out these videos. You know what I mean? We make money off advertising, and we try to help as many people as possible. If you have a crystal ball and you have the secret to every stock that's going to go up, well, you're not sharing it with anyone. So, that's, the truth. So, with that being said, I hope this video was helpful. I'll be coming live to you either Sunday or Monday with another video. Monday at the bell, we'll have a new alert. Hopefully, I have a few things that I really like. I have more homework to do, so firm that up, and be coming live to you either way with a new video tomorrow or Monday. So again, thank you all for watching. Wish everyone a great weekend. And again, make sure you are signed up at signup.insiderfinancial.com via email and SMS, because sometimes we do text-only alerts. So you don't want to miss those. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.